Nash, tell us a little bit about your background, where you grew up, all that good stuff.
I grew up in Rustenburg in the Northwest Province. I did my primary school and I went through my high school career there. I joined, I got called out to the army. I did my army service, and then I came back after that. I joined my dad in the butcher shop, and I did that for a few years. But I always wanted to go back to my passion, which is hunting. So in 2000, I decided to do a professional hunter's course. And after the course, I started hunting with some outfitters, well-known outfitters in the Northwest area. Where after I met my wife, we got married and decided to relocate to Tabazimbi in the Limpopo province of South Africa. Decided to move to this area because there's a lot of hunting and a lot of good concessions in the area, a lot of game. And after relocated, I started hunting with other outfitters in the area, and it started becoming a lot of clients asking me, why don't you start your own outfitting business? And after a while I picked up the courage to go up and do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, from there we started, I started building up a relationship with the local concession holders in the area. It took me a few years to win their trust, but now we've got 3 pretty good concessions. We're sitting with about plus minus 48,000 acres of hunting area. So from bow hunting, rifle hunting, at the moment we've got 3 lodges, which is Warthog Lodge. It's a luxury tented camp. It's basically more for I would say a family of 4. Running water, hot water. We do a bit of, mainly bow hunting in that area. And then we've got another one that is Impala Lodge, that we can accommodate between 4 and 8 people. If people are willing to share a room, we can accommodate 8 people. And that's mainly rifle hunting, Impala, kudu, basically all your plains game. And then we've got another one that's Blue Wildebeest Lodge, that is, you could say, 90% bow hunting. We've got 6 to 7 hides, well situated, considering the wind and the animals coming pretty close. You'll have a shot of the bow, not more than 30 yards that you'll be shooting with a bow. The hunting area is we're situated about 2.5 hours from our Tambo International Airport. So we will meet you there personally at the airport. The hunting areas, it's within 10 minutes to maximum of 40 minutes drive from your hunting area. So you'll be going out in the morning after breakfast, and you'll be back in the evening for dinner. And normally what to do is, like I say, we leave in the mornings for after breakfast we leave, and we'll pack a snack box for the day, for the lunchtime, if we're going to be in the hide the whole day. And we'll hunt, and once the animal has been harvested, it comes back to the main lodge where we're staying. It'll get skinned, caped, if you want a shoulder cape, and salted, and then the taxidermist, we will recommend a taxidermist to you if you're interested. If you agree with the prices on his list and that, then you can either dip and ship, or you can have the trophy cape finished here. Yeah. And sent to you in a later stage.
We've been hunting here for the last 7 days. We're wrapping up our trip. We got to experience every one of those concessions he talked about, and every one of them were top notch. Very comfortable. You won't be disappointed at all. We as hunters came here. Nash, tell us a little bit about what a non-hunter could do if they accompanied their hunter. What can they go do during the day if they don't want to sit in the hide?
Yes, I would just like to mention as well, we cater for the professional trophy hunter, the beginner hunter, any shape and sizes we cater for. Wives are more than welcome, children are more than welcome. There is quite a few tourist attractions in the area. There's Sun City, which is a family resort, which you can spend the day there, do quite a few things there. The kids will enjoy it. There's Pilanesberg Nature Reserve, which is one of our big national parks in South Africa, that you can go and drive and do a game drive, and the chances are good that you'll see the big 5. And closer to home, closer to the lodge, we've got Marikele National Park, which is a 5-minute drive from us, which also has the big five that they can go and do game drives with the people of national parks. And then there's a predator center that they've got lions and hyena, different cats, different monkeys that the kids or observer can go spend a day and have a look around. In town we have a few coffee shops. We've got a mall, not the biggest one because we're in the country, but there is, you can go, the women go out, have a coffee, something different. There's quite a few interesting places in town as well to see.
Yep. And most of the lodges have pools, very family orientated. You want to just hang out for the day, watch the animals come close to the lodge, you can do that, hang out by the pool, just relax. It's very relaxing. Food's amazing. You get some very traditional African foods. Be ready to experience all of Africa has to offer. Sunsets are amazing, scenery's awesome, and the hunting is very, very good. Nash has treated us very good these last 7 days, and we really appreciate it, as well as his wife Nanette. Can't leave her out of the whole deal. She'll make you feel very welcome. As far as the lodging, yeah, you come back, your laundry will be done every day, if not every other day. All your beds are made. When you get back from hunting from a long day, you don't have to worry about any of that. You go hunting, you enjoy your time, you come back, and everything's taken care of. It's very relaxing. So I highly recommend you looking up the African safaris, definitely. Yeah, I'd like to touch a little bit on the travel side of the whole deal. So a lot of people are worried about traveling into another country or whatever it may be. It's very, very smooth. You depart from Atlanta or New York, wherever you're coming from. You check in with customs. There's really nothing to it. I mean, the firearm side of the thing, you need to get your paperwork lined out beforehand, before you come, a long time before. We got a link on our website. Click on that, get that paperwork started. It also gives you a link to a guy that'll help you with that paperwork, so you make sure you have everything in line. Because when you enter South Africa, if you don't have that paperwork, your rifles ain't coming with you. Bows, you don't need paperwork. It's pretty smooth. You just check them in, they get here, you go pick them up, they want to look inside, make sure you have no firearms, and you walk out. So I'll pick up from there. When we land in Johannesburg, South Africa, you'll come down the terminal, collect your bags. You won't get your rifles right there. You'll have to come and exit out like you're going out of the airport. Once you get to that point, Nash or a representative will be there with a sign holding it saying, welcome Jason. And then he'll take you from there. It's just off to the side where you'll go and get your weapons that you brought. If you don't want to bring weapons, Nash also has rifles available to use. And we can go over that further as you get along into your hunt. You can decide if you want to bring it, if you want to go through that process, or if you just rather not worry about it and get with Nash. I used a 30-06 and a
That worked pretty well.
And a 454.
458. Yeah.
458 this week, and it works out great. Get a very good experience. It's not hard to go through there at all. And once you're picked up from the airport, it's smooth sailings. Nash takes you to where you need to go.
I would just like to add to that is our area is malaria free, so
right,
there was there's no worries about getting malaria or anything like that.
Yes.
And
there is a few shots that are recommended from the state. Go ahead and get with your physician and ask what shots need to be, but definitely malaria free. You don't need to take those pills. It'll save you a little bit of money on that end. All right. Nash, what styles of hunting can the client expect when they come over?
Well, firstly, Jason, we've got like 2 or 3 styles. But the safari style hunting, will be driving around and try and spot the animal that you want to hunt. Mm-hmm. And once we have spotted him, we will get off the vehicle with the tracker and myself or the professional hunter, and we will try and make a stalk on the animal, walk a stalk, and if we get in shooting range, we'll take the shot. Yeah. The other way of hunting we hunt here is in a blind with your bow. We'll normally get into the hide very, very early in the morning and sit until, if it's very hot, but the good season for bow is June, July, when it's our cooler months. But if it gets too hot, we come out between 12 and 1, come back to the lodge, have lunch, go back at about 3 p.m. and spend the day until sunset.
There's hides for rifle hunting as well.
Correct.
Take some longer shots. I mean, there's quite a variety.
At our concession at Blueville Safaris, there is hides that we use rifles from, and because it's a longer shot, you're looking at about 70, 80 yards, maybe 90 yards, not more than that, but that's more or less where kudu and your warthog will come in during the day, impala, all different. So you can maybe be sitting there and see quite a few different animals coming in and out of the hive.
And most of those hides are set over like water or
that's correct.
Food source of some type, right?
That's right. We'll in the summer months it's raining, so the grass is very green and that, and it's watering holes. But in the drier months, we give them just a little bit of sustenance just to pull them through the drier months, and that is normally alfalfa. And maybe some corn that's been grinded that we throw out, and just to give them that extra sustenance to pull them through in the winter months.
Correct. Yes.
Included is all trackers and skinners. We've got hunting vehicles that are well maintained, so we don't get left along the road.
The trackers are pretty dang amazing in themselves. I mean, when you think you've lost the animal, they're on the track. Have faith in them. Don't lose faith, that's for sure. They are good, they know what they're looking for, and just trust them. Let them take care of you.
You might not see what they're seeing, but believe me, they are sometimes scratch my head myself and wonder what they're up to.
Absolutely, yes. Nash, tell us a little bit about the weather conditions. What can people expect as far as temperatures and that kind of stuff?
Good question. From April to about August, we're looking in degrees in centigrade is anything in the mornings from 4 or 5 degrees till 30 degrees in the afternoons.
Yeah.
So in the morning it's a bit cooler. It warms up by 10 a.m. It starts warming up to about 20 degrees. Later in the afternoon a little bit hotter, and then the early evenings it gets a bit cooler.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the months it gets hot. We're looking from 20 degrees till about 40 degrees in the evenings.
That's it's very comfortable here during those cooler times.
Between April and August, that's about the best time. It's comfortable, and the hunting is generally better in those months.
Correct. We come back in the evenings, and typically there's a fire going, and if not, there will be a fire going very quickly. It's nice to sit around, have some cocktails or drinks, and just socialize until dinner's ready. And again, very relaxing. Very relaxing.
Yeah, that's right, Jason. After a long day in the bush and dusty day, you come back to the camp. You can have a shower and come sit down around the boma, in the boma around the fire, and have a cold beer or two, and just enjoy, swap stories with fellow hunters that might be in camp with you.
Yep. So once you book your hunt, you need to really start thinking about what you want to hunt. It really helps the PHs, and so think of wish list.
The wish list, it helps a lot, because then we can put you on to the area that we know the animals are moving in, especially if you're a bow hunter. We'll put you in that area because we know the animals come in and out there to feed. They frequent that area, and that helps us a lot as well, and it'll make for enjoyable hunting. So you don't have to sit in a blind that all different animals come in, and not the specific animal that you want.
Yeah, all you're seeing is warthogs and
correct. That's right. Yeah, well, from our side, I'd just like to say thank you for your time, Jason. I really had a good time with you here, and hope to see you guys sooner than later.
Contact us. We'll get you all set up with Nash. Great outfit.
Thank you,
Nash.
Thanks a lot, Jason.
You bet.